everyone, we are Group Unknown from 10 Edison and I'm the leader, Vhina Ferrer. And today we are going to defend our research project entitled Optimizing Biofuel Production, Fermentation of Glycine Max, RapeseedOil, and Chlorophyta Macroalgae. Greenhouse gases have been a problem for many years, which is why biofuel became popular as an alternative or renewable energy source derived from living materials such as plants or crops. The researchers devised a method for modifying biofuel to aid in the suppression of climate change, the world's most pressing issue. Human activities such as the use of fossil fuels are the primary contributors to greenhouse gases emissions. This project focuses on developing a new biofuel made from Glycine Max soybean, RapeseedOil, and Chlorophyta Macroalgae and testing its feasibility and ability to produce a non-toxic fuel capable of being accessible to markets all over the world, assisting the ozone layer and regaining its integrity and reducing the world's carbon footprint. Given these indicators, it is important to carry out this project and release it to the market to aid in the resolution and management of climate change. Glycine Max combined with rapeseed oil and Chlorophyta Macroalgae will contribute to the development of sustainable and alternative fossil fuels. This can be used primarily in vehicle transportation, but it can be also used to generate heat and electricity. The researchers also intended to demonstrate and highlight the ability of Glycine Max as the main ingredient, rapeseed oil not only in cooking but also in this industry, and Chlorophyta Macroalgae to demonstrate that it can be useful not just in the health field.
I'm Angelica Garcia and I'm here to present the background of the study. The researchers conduct a review of related literature that includes the following: the current state and demand for biofuels in the energy sector, previous studies and researches on the use of different sources for biofuel production, the properties and characteristics of Glycine Max, rapeseed oil, and Chlorophyta Macroalgae that make them viable for biofuel production, the process of fermentation in biofuel production and its advantages over other methods, techniques and methods used for optimizing biofuel production, including the use of enzymes, microorganisms, and bioreactors, the environmental and economic benefits of using alternative sources for biofuel production, challenges and limitations in producing biofuels from non-traditional sources and how to overcome them, future prospects and potential for biofuels as a sustainable and renewable source of energy.
I'm Angelica Luna and here to present the objective of our research projects. By using different types of natural ingredients as the main component for our biofuel, the researchers will make a new product that can be used as a safe and sustainable source of energy. The fermentation process breaks down sugar from the organic materials and creates the ethanol, which is one of the most used biofuel today. By being able to find and use a cheaper and more natural source for our fuel in our country, people might get more efficient source of fuel, and our country's economical state may go up rapidly. Not only our economy, but it can also lessen the effects of climate change. This might work as an alternative to fuels that destroy our planet.
I'm Jian, Carlo, Albay, and I'm here to present the methodology. The researchers made a product that can be used as a safe and sustainable source of energy by using soybean or Glycine Max as the main ingredient, as it is the most efficient natural to extract ethanol from. Next is by using rapeseed oil and Chlorophyta Macroalgae as an addition to further extract more components for the product. Each of these ingredients will then be mixed with a mixture of sodium hydroxide and ethyl alcohol to extract their potential oils. This process is called process clarification. After that, the researchers will combine these mixtures and seal it to a confined jar for weeks or months. Fermentation of the ingredients is the key in order to extract biofuel from all the naturals that are used in the process. The fermentation process breaks down sugars from the organic materials and creates the ethanol, which is one of the most used biofuel today.
I am Mark Lester Gadil, and the topic of our research paper is on developing a new biofuel made from Glycine Max, soybean, rapeseed oils, and Chlorophyta Macroalgae, and testing its feasibility and abilities to produce a non-toxic fuel capable of being accessible to markets all over the world, assisting the ozone layer in regaining its integrity and reducing the world's carbon footprint, demonstrating that biofuels may be produced via alternative techniques without using the majority of an environmentally damaging crop.
This research paper may contribute to the existing literature by giving enough knowledge and new findings about the fermented Glycine Max, or also known as soybean, rapeseed oils, and Macroalgae that may help future researchers on developing a much sustainable biofuels, or they may continue this project and improve it by bringing its capabilities that not only can be used in cooking, heating, and lighting, but also for big machineries that involves biofuel. This will also contribute to the existing knowledge since this study uses the ability and potential of fermentation in developing a non-toxic and environmental-friendly biofuel.
This research study has its general and specific problems. The general problem involved here is that yes, biodiesel and biofuels are sustainable and efficient, but then, with the current situation of our economy right now, producers of this type of energy will have a hard time generating them, making it harder for us to use this type of energy. Moving on to the specific problem of the study. The particular problem we will encounter is that because of the change in our climate and weather, it is hard for us to obtain our raw materials like crops that are mostly commonly used for production of biofuels nowadays. With this problem in hand, it will be a big struggle for producers to produce this energy and will be a really big problem to the environment with the continuous use of harmful energies from power plants. Those are the big problems researchers are facing in the study, and one of the reasons why researchers decided to came up with this project.
Researchers did a large amount of review of related studies and backgrounds. Research for this study. Researchers focus on the effects and ways to produce a biofuel using our chosen materials like macroalgae and Glycine Max. Researchers look up for some studies that shows the possibility of these ingredients to be used for production of biofuels. Researchers also focus on the positive and beneficial effects of these materials in generation of our biofuel.
The researchers faced some limitations and some factors that held us back from reaching the conclusion. This includes the occupational data in the beginning, and some major changes must be made to obtain the best results. Researchers couldn't find information about certain parts of our research paper that gave us a hard time obtaining acceptable results. Some procedures cannot be made due to budget limitations and lack of time, so we just did the best alternative ways so we can still have the best quality that we can attain. Fermentation of Glycine Max used with rapeseed oil and Macroalgae as a biofuel might be disadvantages, and there can oil engines. Some engines need specific machines and motors for them to work. Some biofuels also require a lot of raw materials since they come from nature and natural materials such as algae fuel, biodiesel, and biomethanol. With that being said, it also may require a lot of budget and preparation to test and analyze the effects and efficiency of the project.
Researchers chose the safest method to ensure that minimal to no damage might occur during this time. The safety of the researchers is a priority to the fact that creating a biofuel can be risky if not done correctly. We would like to attain the final product without inconvenience and unwanted results as much as possible. Additionally, we want to guarantee that the product will be its best quality to have the best results. We advocate to be budget friendly to create the best alternative to harmful fuels at the lowest price to be available to everyone.
We found major keys in the making of our project, which includes the most important materials that needed to make a biofuel. This helped us to start our research and is one of the major keys in the whole process of our study. The researchers found out that the natural materials can have a huge advantage when it comes to sustainable energy sources, not only the chemicals. They can be obtained from animals or plants or even fungi that are abundant in our environment. But we do need to be careful because our resources are limited and we should be smart enough to use this due to dangers of supply depletion. And this is the end of our video defense about our research project entitled Optimizing Biofuel Production, the Fermentation of Glycine Max, Rapeseed Oil, and Chlorophyta Macroalgae. Again, we are Group of No from 10 Edison, signing off.